800 years ago, an unknown feud was raging between the ruling class of vampires and a rebel group of werewolves known as lycans. Legend has it that two brothers started the war, two immortal sons of Alexander Corvinus. Marcus, bitten by a bat, became the bloody leader of the vampires, and William, bitten by a wolf, became the first and most powerful lycan. 1202 AD, William has attacked a village and killed everyone. Victor tells Marcus that his brother must be stopped and that he is no better than an animal. Marcus asks him not to harm his brother. Victor wants all the villagers who have been killed to be burned without being transformed. At that moment, the villagers begin to transform, and a bloody battle with vampires begins. The villagers in wolf form have lost all human senses and have turned into monsters whose only purpose is to kill. William, who had caused all this, was finally caught in the woods and was tightly bound hand and foot with chains. Marcus tells Victor he will pay a heavy price if he harms his brother, but Victor has taken over and orders William to be imprisoned for eternity apart from Marcus. Hundreds of years have passed, and Selene and Micheal, who killed Victor, come to a vampire base hidden in the forest, where Selene gets the weapons she needs and goes to wake up Marcus, the last remaining pure-blooded vampire. There is an hour before sunrise, and Micheal wants to come with him, but Selene does not allow him to come. She wants him to wait for her here and feed on blood, otherwise Micheal will starve to death. Meanwhile, Craven goes to kill the sleeping Marcus before he wakes up, but Marcus is already awake, kills everyone and catches Craven, drinks his blood and watches his memories, kills Craven there for his betrayal, and goes after Selene. Alexander, the first immortal, has been watching his children for hundreds of years and hiding the destruction they have caused and following them. Alexander slices open the corpse of Victor, who was killed by Selene, with a scalpel and takes the medallion inside. This medallion is one of the keys to open the coffin in which William is locked. Marcus locates Selene and Micheal thanks to the computer at home base and pursues them. Meanwhile, Micheal refuses to drink blood and goes to a bar where he starts to eat, but his body cannot handle the food he eats and reacts adversely. The cops realize that Micheal is a wanted criminal and tell him to put his hands up. Micheal attacks the cops because he is hungry but does not kill them. Although he is shot several times with a gun, he runs away and escapes into the forest. Hearing the gunshots, Selene comes to Micheal's aid, overpowering the cops. Selene makes Micheal drink his own blood to keep him from starving to death. Meanwhile, Marcus comes to the Orman and tells Selene that William's place is in her blood, in her memories, that Craven is dead, and that he deserves Victor's fate. He attacks him to drink Selene's blood. Micheal shoots him several times with a gun, and they escape. They stop a passing truck and confiscate it. The truck driver gets scared and runs away as they speed away. Marcus flies in and starts fighting with Micheal. He tries to get the medallion but fails. Marcus tells Selene that he will get what he wants, dead or alive. Selene shoots him with a gun and traps him between the truck and the wall on the road. Marcus is too wounded to use his wings and cannot follow them. The sun is about to come up. Selene's hands start to burn. Micheal covers Selene and the truck drives into an abandoned factory. Micheal locks Selene in a container and they wait for evening. In the evening, Selene thinks that Andreas Taunus, an ancient historian exiled by Victor 300 years ago, might have some answers as to why Marcus is after the medallion, and they set out to go to him. Selene enters Andreas' mansion and realizes that something is wrong and falls into the underground tunnel, trapped at the last moment. Selene asks why Marcus is after the medallion. Andreas tells her that hundreds of years ago, Marcus's twin brother William was imprisoned in a coffin that could never be opened by Victor to stop him from causing massive massacres and deaths. But thanks to the medallion, he has the coffin. He says that he will open up and that Marcus wants to free his brother. He says that William's location is hidden in Selene's blood. In her memories, he says that he knows someone who can stop Marcus, and he shares this information with them in exchange for leaving him alive. Selene and Micheal leave. After they leave, Marcus visits Andres and asks him where the medallions are, and when Andres says he doesn't know, Marcus drinks his blood and watches his memories. Now he knows where Selene is. Selene realizes that the person she met is Alexander Corvinus, and asks how he hid it all these years. Alexander explains that he stayed behind for centuries and watched the damage his sons did to humanity and the world, and that he cleaned up after them. Selene asks Alexander for help to kill Marcus, but Alexander says that he cannot kill his sons and that he will not help them. Meanwhile, Marcus makes a raid there and starts to fight with Micheal, but Micheal's power is not enough for him, and he kills Micheal there and takes the medallion from his neck. Selene comes back to Micheal, but it's too late. Marcus easily overpowers Selene and steals her memories by drinking her blood. Marcus finally learns where his brother William is. Selene shoots Marcus with a gun and saves her own life. Selene cries over Micheal's dead body, tries to wake him up but fails and loses the only man she ever loved. Marcus comes to his father and asks his father for the other half of the medallion. His father tells him that they are freaks of nature and that this world is the world of humans. William says that he can never control it and that he has made a big mistake. Marcus is angry at his father for letting his brother be in the dark for hundreds of years. He wounds his father severely with a sword there and takes the medallion from his father and walks away from there. Alexander calls Selene to him before he dies and tells her that she is not strong enough to kill Marcus and that he needs her help. Alexander tells Selene that there is a way to defeat Marcus and that she should drink her own blood. This way she will be stronger than before, and the sun's rays will no longer be able to harm her. Selene taking Micheal's dead body with her. Selene gets on the helicopter and leaves to stop Marcus from releasing William. Meanwhile, Marcus releases his brother William by opening his coffin. William recognizes Marcus at first, but Marcus eventually convinces him and tells him that he would never harm his brother. When Selene arrives there, she finds out that William has already been freed. They have to kill William before he reaches the humans. But Marcus wants to stop Selene, and they start fighting. Selene has enough power over Marcus thanks to Alexander's blood. She traps him and closes the doors and leaves to kill William. All the soldiers who came with Selene were killed by William. Selene wounds William. At that time, the people that William killed started to turn into werewolves and attack Selene. Selene caught between the werewolves. Micheal comes to help. Micheal did not die thanks to his ability to heal himself. Meanwhile, Marcus, freed from his lockdown, pulls down the helicopter that fired on his brother by the rope and shoots it down. But the helicopter's propellers are still working, and Selene starts fighting with Marcus. Selene and Micheal manage to stop them by killing the two immortal brothers. Selene says that a bigger war is coming soon, but for now she looks to the future with hope. Thank you for watching my video. You can subscribe to my channel, you can support us by commenting on the video and leaving likes. See you in the next video. Take care.